1 million euros or 270,000. Same square footage, different continent. We bought a house near Cape Town, not as an investment, as a home. And here we share our learning from that experience. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to prepare, what to look for, and whether this is actually for you. Cape Town property prices are roughly 75% cheaper than Munich. The average price per square meter in the city center is around 1,800 euros. In Munich, it is nearly 8,000. Same metric, it's a totally different world. But before you book a flight and start browsing listings, there are 6 things that will define whether this works. Not bureaucracy, not lawyers. The 6 things are location, budget, sun, wind, safety, and one specific bank appointment. Quick note, everything in this video stems from our experience. Your situation might differ, although it is very likely these represent your preferences as well. Cape Town is not one city, it's a peninsula with completely different personalities. The wrong neighborhood won't just cost you money, it'll cost you time, comfort, and light. You have to consider a lot of things. Let's kick it off with traffic. Do you need to commute into the city? Then most of the peninsula is off the table. Traffic during rush hour is genuinely bad. Not Munich bad, it's a different kind of bad. Next one up is more personal. Do you prefer sunrise or sunset? And if you want the ocean, which ocean? The Atlantic is dramatic, it's also 5 degrees colder than Falls Bay, and that's not a small thing. So basically you freeze in the water during the day but sip a sundowner on your balcony at night on the Atlantic Ocean. Or you actually can have a swim in the Falls Bay and rise with the sun in the morning. Also pay close attention to the mountains. On either side, the mountains will block sunlight, be it in the morning sun on the west coast or in the evening sun on the east coast of the peninsula. For instance, places like Kalk Bay or Musenberg, they lose their direct sunlight early in the afternoon. Parts of Tokai and Constantia have the same problem. Then, wind. Nobody talks about wind enough. In winter, the northeaster hits the west side, Camps Bay, Atlantic seaboard, Nordhög straight on. In summer, the Cape Doctor blows from the southeast, hitting Fisher, Kalk Bay and Simonstown. And then there's Blueberg. Blueberg gets both. Beautiful spot, but you gotta love wind. Totally subjective, we love to ride a bike, do some errands by bike like riding to the gym or the supermarket. Think about your daily life. What is important to you? Add it to this list of preferences. One more thing, open a local bank account before you need it. FNB offers a so-called non-resident account. Any branch can open one, and a note from our experience, South African banking is vastly different. Lots of fraud protection layers. Transferring money is not self-explanatory. Do the first one together with a bank employee in the branch. Seriously. Now you have preferences to validate. There is no detour, you gotta do the research. If you consider Cape Town as well, this video might help you a little bit. Other than that, search online according to your preferences. In the next step, build a short list of potential spots and live there. Yes, we highly recommend to hop on a plane, rent a flat in each neighborhood for at least a week. Simulate your actual life. Go to the gym, buy groceries, drive to work at 8 a.m. That 1 week told us more than months of research. You might think, isn't that a little over the top? Well, look at it this way. You're going to spend hundreds of thousands of euros on your new lifestyle. Actually, you save so much money of real estate in comparison to Portugal or Spain. This little excursion of 4 to 6 weeks is a valuable investment. That's it. Once you have checked all those boxes, your preparation is done. Here's why it isn't optional. The Cape Town market is fast. Not fast like competitive markets in Europe, fast like a well-priced house in the right area is gone in 48 to 72 hours. Property24 is the platform. The moment you see something that fits your location criteria and your budget, you call the agent that day, not after the weekend. This is where your prep comes in handy. You have done your homework, you are able to make quick but still educated decisions. Based on an address, you immediately know yes or no. Is this area one of ours? There is no time to spend 3 days reading about a neighborhood once a listing goes up. By then, it's gone. Let's talk about the elephant in the room: safety. An honest review, one without unnecessary drama. Step 1, map the townships in the area. The Cape Flats are roughly centered around the international airport. Musenberg and Lakeside border directly onto those areas. That's a fact worth knowing. Between Nordhög and Komiki, you will find a settlement, a nicer name for township. There also is one in the heart of Hout Bay. Those settlements are different to the Cape Flats though. Again, this is why it is important to have feet on the ground. Go there, see and feel it. Step 2. When you visit a neighborhood, look at the houses. Are there electric fences? A few is normal. If most houses don't have them, that's already a meaningful signal. Talk to people. South Africans are so nice and friendly. They will help you getting a bearing. For instance, many houses had electric fences in Simonstown. The reason for it is surprisingly entertaining, and I lived it personally. They have a lot of baboons. They got addicted to sugar and roam fridges in your kitchen. One line of defense is that electric fence. I would have never known if one baboon hasn't intruded my flat and stole a banana, and my host explained it to me. Last but not least, can you imagine living in a security estate? We're no fans, but still viewed a handful. Here's what the brochures don't say. Your guests have to be registered. The Homeowners Association makes decision you'll have to live with. And you pay monthly levies for the privilege of that structure. For us, that felt like renting forever inside a property you own. But that's highly subjective. Some people genuinely want that layer of security. Just understand what you're buying into and add this to your list of preferences. Set your maximum, then go 20 to 25% below. Why? Well, your potential new home has, as it stands, not exactly what you want. Something will need changing. On top, add the fees. Transfer duties are progressive, up to 13% above 10 million rand, and conveyancing fees and bond registrations, rate and insurance. In total, we paid roughly 8% on top of the purchase price. For context, in Germany, the so-called Grunderwerbssteuer sits between 3 and 6.5%. The structure here is different, but the lessons is the same. The number on the listing is not the number you will pay. The buying process itself, honestly, less painful than Germany. It starts with an offer to purchase, a written offer through the estate agent. The seller pays the agent and appoints the conveyancing attorney. That's roughly the equivalent of a notary back home. But they drive the whole process, not just the signing day. Once financing is confirmed, the attorney handles the deed office. That's the land registry. The process takes 6 to 10 weeks, and our attorney used a cool tool called Lexis Tracker, which sent automated email updates at every stage, transparent and easy to follow. If you are taking out a loan as a foreigner, be aware interest rates will be higher than for residents. That applies equally if you try to finance through a German bank, since they are taking on a foreign property as collateral. So, you can actually buy a home in Cape Town as a foreigner? Yes. There are no restrictions. The process is standardized and comparatively smooth. What they don't tell you is that the hard part isn't the paperwork. It's choosing the right neighborhood, understanding what a security estate actually means for your daily life, and considering all costs of purchase from the beginning. Get those 3 right and the rest follows. We did exactly what we do in Munich. Go to the gym, grocery, work, go out, except we could plunge the sea and hike the mountain. If price wasn't the issue, where in Cape Town would you live? Drop it in the comments. We read every single one. See you in the next video.